just within the past week or so, gotten some information regarding the PlayStation PC sales. For those of you who aren't aware, for those the mass majority of people in the gaming audience who haven't been following along with this, lately PlayStation has chosen to release every single major PlayStation release exclusive onto PC. So we got
Every single PlayStation game, though? Last I checked, The Last of Us wasn't there. Last I checked, there was Uncharted 4 there yet, Legacy Collection and all. Last I checked, there wasn't Spider-Man, Bloodborne, God of War 2018. Still gonna be a while. So, uh, Cody, I don't think you understand what all means. Right now, there are 3 games. 3. Technically 4 if you count Helldivers, but no one counts that really because it's kind of like one of those more obscure games. But that's 3 games. 3 big AAA games. And you know what's funny? Each one of these games has already made their money back. These games have already sold the max amount they're going to sell. But we'll get into that in a bit. But all PlayStation games? No. You don't even have The Last of Us. That's a PS3 game. You don't have The Last of Us Part 2. But all, I guess all means 3.
I think God of War is coming. Uncharted is coming. Horizon's been out for a while. Death Stranding has been out for a while. Days Gone has been out for a while. Nobody cares about Days Gone. Like the long and short of it is that PlayStation has essentially become multi-plat. PlayStation is essentially over. They're trying to pad out their. They're trying to make their games more relevant by releasing them on PC. So,
Relevant, huh? You mean like how when Spider-Man 2 got announced, it was like the talk of the town. Everyone was super excited. Then at that same show, Sony also showed Wolverine, the KOTOR remake, and announced an Uncharted Lost Legacy, collection. Oh, but we're gonna forget about those. Those aren't relevant right now. Oh yeah, they also showed God of War Ragnarok, which yet again, talk of the town. All these games were talk of the town, but certainly they don't count because why? People are excited for these games. These are games yet to come out. And what's the best part is what we got to see. It's kind of nice, right? But no, Sony's irrelevant. But Sony's going to third party. But these games are coming to PS5. No word about PC port anytime soon. Like literally, we do not know if these are coming to PC or if they're just going to stay PS5 exclusive. So how's Sony irrelevant? How are they third party? Okay, 3 games get ported over. And a couple other ones. By the way, the games that have already sold, all the copies are going to sell.
that begs the question, how well are these games doing? How well are they selling? Is it worth the effort? And the answer, going by the numbers I've seen, is a resounding no. So these are the biggest PlayStation games there are, right? These are games that have sold like several million units. I think God of War has done like 18 million units or some shit. I'm sure that number's inflated as fuck, but for the sake of this comparison, these games originally did like 10, maybe 15 million units. Some of the most popular games on PlayStation, the most popular games on PlayStation, and how well did they do in PC? How much did the PC Master Race decide to? How many copies did the PC Master Race decide to pick up? About 1.5 million.
So first off, these are not even the biggest games. Like, let's be really straightforward here. Spider-Man 2018, bigger game. God of War 2018, bigger game. Last of Us Part 2, bigger game. Yes, I would call Horizon a bigger game, quote unquote, but even then, it still did pretty damn well. So, yeah, your point here kind of irrelevant. But here's where we get to the extra stupid stuff is you say they didn't sell well compared to their console counterpart. While that is true, this is still good regardless. They still sold 1.5 million copies. That is extra money in Sony's pocket. That's extra revenue in the developers' pockets so they can make the better version of their next game. And they can actually, utilize the PS5 correctly. So, how is this bad? More money in developers' pockets is a good thing. Now, I don't know if you know this, Harmon, but video games kind of need money in order to be made. And if PlayStation is still, getting success like this just off like these smaller titles, guess what? When you put Bloodborne there and freaking, oh my god, just putting Bloodborne there alone and seeing how much people really want it will freaking get people to millions of copies. I'm not just talking a million. I'm talking like we're talking 5 million, 6 million, and that'd be insane. Now, they get extra revenue. How is any of this bad? I bet Nintendo's probably looking at this like, man, we kind of need to do something like this because we need the extra money. Saying, Harmon, extra money has never been a bad thing for game development.
each. So these games sold about 1.5 million copies each, regardless of like what they were or what genre they were or anything like that. So basically, what this means is that there's about 1.5 million people willing to buy PlayStation games on PC. Now that's not like a terrible number or anything, but you have to understand that um, that's not a whole lot either, right? That wasn't like a big.
Well, considering the fact that every game even cracks 1 million, yeah, that's actually a good thing. It's actually an impressive number, especially on a platform where they basically gave it no real advertisement. Seriously, like this is actually one criticism I have of the whole PC port thing is they basically just made an announcement trailer and that's it. I understand maybe like it was put on the Steam page as advertising, like, oh, here it comes, but it's like it wasn't really advertised outside of the PC stores.
Industry changing sort of demographic. Like the meme we constantly hear that like oh yeah, people would buy Nintendo games on PC. Like Nintendo would be more successful on PC. It's not actually true, right? 1.5 million units is not enough to really justify ruining your console industry for, and PlayStation has ruined their console industry by doing this.
So you said console industry, which obviously is wrong. You mean console market, and guess what? No, Sony hasn't ruined it. Sony's just like, oh, here's a couple games that are years old, and hell, there's gonna probably be more. There's definitely gonna be more, and these games are sold all that they're gonna sell on console. So why keep it on console only, where it's just sitting there collecting dust when they could put it on PC, make people happy, and make extra money? Again, I don't get this. And yes, Nintendo would actually benefit greatly from this. I mean, can you actually imagine like Nintendo actually trying to port Breath of the Wild over to the PC in a legitimate way? I guarantee people will fucking buy it. Yeah, again, how is this bad? These companies want to make money. We want a better product. So, just saying.
Nobody wants to talk about it, but they have. PlayStation is basically over because they chose to port to PC. So what does this mean?
What's this mean? Clearly, you are an expert speaking bullshit because Sony's not done. I mean, if Sony was done, why would they just have announced a bunch of games and there's going to be more games coming to PlayStation 5? Yeah, that's the thing there. These big new announcement games, these aren't announced for PC anytime soon. The biggest I think you see PS5 PC game coming out is Ken of Bridges Spirits. And even though it's like that's not a first party studio game. So I'm sorry to tell you this, Harmon. PlayStation ain't dead. In fact, the PlayStation brand is even stronger than before, as I've covered in a previous video.
Well, for one thing, it means that Nintendo has won the console war. I think this exact situation kind of indicates that Nintendo has won. But second of all, it indicates just how desperate PlayStation is, right? To make even a quick buck, to even keep their games relevant. Because in 2021, no one's talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, no one's talking about Death Stranding, no one's talking about Uncharted, no one's talking.
See, you say that, but the fact is, I'm seeing people playing these games all the time. I even helped my friend fucking buy a copy of Days Gone. He's been playing that, and that's on PC. Oh my god, extra money, right? But again, this is how did Nintendo win the console war? Well, Sony still exists. The only way Nintendo wins the console war is by destroying PlayStation and Xbox, and they're still around. That's like saying you won the war because you showed up, but the other side is completely destroying you. They're bombing the shit out of you. They're destroying every fucking building you build. But you're gonna say, I won, because I showed up. Congratulations. Now actually fucking put some effort and actually make something quality that isn't called Metroid, Zelda, or fucking Mario.
Talking about The Last of Us Part 2. No one's talking about Gravity Rush. Nobody's talking about Little Big Planet. No one's talking about like any of this other stuff. And yet somehow we're supposed to believe that these are the biggest, most popular brands in the world. No, 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 no. PlayStation just failed to capture an audience and be relevant. And this is an example of that.
I guess, hey man, I guess it's true. PlayStation failed. Man, sucks, right? But, by the way, did you guys notice this stuff behind me? Yeah, did you notice that? Oh, but Harmon said PlayStation failed. I mean, clearly, if PlayStation failed, why would they have so much merchandise? But why would all these games be somewhat successful? Yes, not every fucking PlayStation game is successful, but not every Nintendo game is successful. F-Zero, Pikmin. But hey, no. See, it's okay for Nintendo to have flops because they have Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon, and all that good stuff. But when Sony has a flop, that's bad. Because Sony bad, right? That's why I get from all this, in your entire YouTube existence is Sony bad, Nintendo good. Even though Sony doing the most pro-consumer thing possible by giving people chances to play their favorite, or at least games they're interested in on their favorite platform, PC, and Sony gets to make extra money off it. Yeah, just this is peak fanboyism. Sony lost. How did Sony lose? Sony lost. Can you go into detail here? But of course he won't, because he's too fucking stupid to figure out. Oh wait, the more these sell, the better the brand does, and it doesn't have to sell on your fancy piece of plastic. Well, it's a nice piece of plastic. It doesn't have to sell on your piece of plastic to be successful. Because guess what? Success is success. If a game sells millions of copies on a different platform and you own that brand, you own that fucking game, you own the IP, you make the money off it, it's still successful. But until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer signing out. Man, this guy's so stupid. I would love to be in a debate with him. If someone could hook me up, that'd be great. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube algorithm BS. Until next time, peace out. Have a good day.